All right, so Donald, I need you to come stand behind me and massage my shoulder throughout the entire podcast.
I think we're a little stuck on that for right now.
Dang it.
But we are recording,
We
right?
are recording, yeah.
That can go in because Donald, there's an important announcement here. Donald is no longer unpaid intern Donald.
I thought that we said this on air.
Did we?
I don't know. It's good to announce it again because we called him unpaid intern Donald like a lot of times.
Were you paid last time? You were always paid.
I am now, yes, but now I'm officially employed with
You're
those
no longer a
payments.
freelance
Yes.
guy in the corner.
We're
a professional guy in the corner.
Exactly.
printing some shirts for like Dragonsteel Nexus, right?
Mm-hmm.
For staff, and it says paid staff or paid employee or something on the sleeve. So should we get him a shirt
A
that
special one that says unpaid intern?
unpaid intern?
Yes!
Just so that he has to wear this at the convention.
It's the only shirt I could wear.
That delights me.
Well, we have a special thing.
We do have a special thing.
We have a special thing. He is here.
Look at this hair, everyone
Ben,
watching
your
the
hair
video.
is more Greek goddish than it normally is.
It's very young Greek god.
Yeah.
Young Greek god.
Because the older Greek gods had it cropped close. You're like young Hermes.
Young
Greek
Hermes.
god.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we are getting old. So maybe I'm just trying to
You're just trying to
stay
look
young.
younger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
You do look younger. We
Here's the
both
thing.
look old.
You have always looked 10 years younger than us.
It's true.
And
Mhm.
10 times more handsome than either of us.
Why, thank you. I know I like you best.
By the way, I gave away your ticket to Dragonsteel Nexus.
So I actually was worried about that.
I'm sorry, but
I am going to need to find out exactly who you gave it to because now they are in charge of the prank for Intentionally Blank. It's going to be their responsibility. So
I actually legit gave away all my
Gave
tickets.
away all the tickets.
So Dan has a ticket or two, I believe.
I am going to give him my badge to wear. Everyone knows who I am. Don't tell anyone because this is subverting the rules.
This isn't a joke. I met today and gave away all my tickets that they had reserved for me. So
Okay.
I gave them all away except for one for my dad and one for my mom. But last year I had like 50 tickets that were just Brandon's discretionary.
Oh, wow.
For that and various things. And so this year I took 2 of those. So I'm sorry.
All the tickets are gone.
Yep.
beg other people.
You'll have to
see what I can do.
You are in a writing group with several employees of the company who do get some tickets. We think that
For real, you can wear my badge.
we might be able
I
to
might.
cover everyone with my tickets and a few of like the other like media guest tickets. We shouldn't have to hit everybody's employee tickets. So
Well, I'm so excited to see what happens.
I'm excited to see that I have been given a gift.
So I had to come first off because
Do I dare?
Don't not yet. You gotta wait for the
You
story.
gave me
There's
the gift.
apparently
You
a
gotta
story.
wait for the story.
Go ahead.
Josh.
Go ahead.
No, first off, you guys haven't invited me onto the podcast in a while, so I had to
I
invite
don't
myself.
know.
To invite
No.
yourself. Okay.
Did we ever invite you onto the podcast?
Yeah, you
I'm
made me eat really spicy. chicken
Fairly
wings.
certain that was the only time you've been invited.
No, I had him.
Every other time you've just shown up.
Didn't
Well,
you?
one time I sat in for you. 'cause
Yeah,
you
he
were
sat in. I
don't know
invited
what
him.
you were
Okay.
doing.
There are other times he's just shown up, though. I think the number of times you've just shown up are much higher than.
Well, in that case, it's been long enough that I haven't just shown up. And
Mm.
Here we are. There was.
I like how he started by saying, "You guys don't like me," and we're like, "No, we don't." You guys are mean. Yep.
You're the one who
Well-
called him handsome.
I know he's very handsome.
but unwelcome.
Handsome but unwelcome. It's on his business cards.
Okay, I'm making those.
That could be your shirt at the con.
Okay. All right. Woo. Is a Cosmere fan who is in Argentina. I think her handle is like Len Legrim. I'm probably butchering that, but she posted on, I think it was Reddit or somewhere else. Like, hey, I'm trying to earn up some money to go to fly from Argentina to the con later this year. And I was like, cool, great. And she said that she did caricatures.
Okay.
And
Oh
I
man,
got-
I hope that she got tickets now.
She did, which
Okay.
is great. I'm happy to report that she did. And so when I saw her specific specialty of caricatures, I immediately bought one for each of you, and I am so excited to present you
I hope they're both
with
pictures
these
of you
caricatures.
that you got for us.
Absolutely, they are you too, in what
Awesome.
I hope is a version of you you've never seen before.
Okay.
I haven't
The
seen
camera-
this.
Are we going to reveal them
I
at the
had no
same
idea.
time or one at a time?
Oh no.
It is Dan and Brandon.
We're guinea pigs.
As
Nope.
capybaras?
Capybaras.
Capybaras,
That's
okay.
right. You recognized it.
This is amazing.
Have you ever been a capybara before?
I have never been happier with any
That is
image of myself
legit
than of this
awesome.
one.
I was quite scared, I'll be honest,
Come
of what
on.
you were going to do. And this is adorable.
I was so excited when I saw that she did these, and
This is
And
fantastic.
I told her I wanted you two on the podcast specifically, right? And
Yeah.
I really think she knocked it out of the park. I'm so happy with them.
Yeah.
You even
thank
have your
you.
Diet Coke?
Person from Argentina, I'm excited to meet you in person when you come to the con, when you come to the Nexus.
I legit love that.
Yeah.
Here we were making fun of you, and you did something cute and classy.
well,
You are adorable. Oh, look.
Mhm.
It's-
what? And my Coke has arrived.
Yes. Things just appear here sometimes.
Thank you. Is that
All
Octavia?
right.
Octavia.
Um,
Did you get one of you?
I did not know.
What T-shirt would you be wearing? Because he's got a Stormlight T-shirt, and I have, or a Cosmere T-shirt. I have the Serial Killer T-shirt.
Handsome but not
Handsome but not
I'm
welcome.
pretty sure that
I am for real gonna make those badge ribbons and hand them out to people.
How do you make badge ribbons? Because I'm pretty sure going to look into that and write or get badge ribbons that just say Ben. I'm going to give them to every single Ben that comes to the con. I'm going to give them a Ben badge.
I don't know how you get those.
Oh,
I'll tell you exactly how I
Peter
get
knows.
those. I asked Peter.
Yeah.
well,
You say to the team, I would like these to appear and materialize, and somebody has fun researching it. Maybe paid, unpaid, not intern Donald.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Donald.
I am, if nothing else, resourceful.
Make me a badge ribbon that says handsome but unwelcome, and another one that says unpaid intern,
but only one of the latter. Just
Right.
one. Exactly one.
and another one that says I heart Moash. I'm gonna hand those out too.
I think those will be a hit.
Oh, those would be a. That's a pretty good. It's pretty good. Little Danism there. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will let you two. I don't know what you do. You don't.
This is pretty much what we
This
do.
No,
this is it. This is the podcast.
Yeah.
Enjoy, and I do hope to always see these in the background from now on and forever.
Well, it might not be in the background because I'm gonna put it in my office. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. We'll keep that right there where I assume it's visible. I don't know if it is.
That looks fantastic, Dan.
Yay!
Yay.
Hey, wait, Ben, before you leave, I have a question for you. So come in and lean into the microphone. My question for you, Benjamin Olson, is what do you think about UFOs?
What?
I'm curious to know.
I'm as baffled as you are.
About UFOs.
Yeah, because they've been in the news a lot lately. There have been official
Are you-
Navy releases about how they're real, but we
That
don't
was
know what
like
they
a
are.
year ago.
I know, but they continue to be in the news still. And
Are
we
they?
on this show are always exactly cutting edge 1
Topical.
year later.
It's the-
Do you think they're aliens? Do you think they're secret foreign technology? Do you think they're secret American technology?
do I?
You can just say, talk about it on the podcast and leave. If Dan obviously wants to talk about this, we can talk about it. You
I
not to
don't
be put
really
on the
want to
spot.
talk about it. I just like putting Ben on the spot for stuff.
You don't want to talk about it?
You know what I love about you, Dan? I don't know if I should like try to give a straight answer to a ridiculous question or try to give a ridiculous
Yeah.
answer to like how do you play
Like-
what do you think of UFOs? Where does that go?
You go in for all this normal
I
stuff.
absolutely do.
You love it.
I'm a huge paranormal apologist.
Yeah.
Is this one not like I
So-
asked Kathy about ghosts? Like,
Yeah, like-
are you the ghost tours? Like, wait, but really ghosts? Like,
My
are you-
sister-in-law
and she was
loves
like,
ghost tours.
yeah, she goes in for the ghost stuff.
Dan had paranormal investigators come to one of his relief
Yeah, one of
Release
my
parties.
book launches.
Instead of doing a reading, he had a ghost expert come talk to us. We went there to see Dan, and he gave the floor to someone else to talk about ghost
when was
hunting.
this?
This was Hollow City. I had Tom Carr. He's a local ghost hunter guy.
It was at Weller Bookworks. It's
Yeah.
like a really high-class
I was
bookstore.
probably there. I don't remember that.
It was super cool.
I remember you being there because I talked to you after. I'm like, did you know he's going to do that? And you're
Why?
like,
Why do we keep putting up with Dan's crap?
Dan, what do you think of UFOs?
What do I think of
It's clearly
UFOs?
Atlanteans.
Mhm.
Atlanteans.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's people in the ocean making the weird stuff.
See,
in the
I would
sky.
believe that because most of the Navy videos have the things ducking under the water and coming back out.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See, I didn't.
Well, I
know
won't
that.
say most. A lot of them.
That
Yeah.
was it. Oh, I need to. I'm taking the bags back. By the
You're
way,
taking the bags.
I didn't.
You got to ship the bags
You
back
know
to
how many
Argentina.
kids he's got? He's got to pinch the pennies.
Listen, he's
Mhm.
got to get back to my wife, or I get in
Mhm.
trouble. I'm too far from the mic.
Everyone always knows how big their birthday present will be because you just have the one bag that says "Happy Birthday." Like, can I have?
Good for you.
Can I have a Barbie? No, a Barbie doesn't fit in the bag, honey. I can give you half a Barbie at best.
You know what this hair is good for, Dan?
Mm.
This is why I'm growing my hair out. It's just so I can do this.
Okay,
So
well,
you-
you do it well.
Oh, nope, now it's not. Nope. Get out of this.
Oh, he's
He's-
pretending he can't do this just so he can flip his hair.
Yeah, he's
19
he's
times.
making fun of the disparity in
Have you
ability to maintain a
So
full head
I-
of
yeah,
hair.
seriously,
at this
You have
table.
more hair
Have
than
you
Brandon and
ever-
I put together,
Yeah.
including the beards.
Mhm.
You guys have never grown your hair out like this length, right?
I have.
I have too.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, have you really?
My Wikipedia photo for a long time was me with my super long, greasy
Did it?
looking
Was it long enough to like you lay down on the pillow and it gets in your mouth? You guys had that before?
hair. I
That-
don't know if
briefly.
it, I can't
Yeah,
remember
like
if
your
it's
son
that long or
Dallin's
not.
like
Yeah.
got that going. I've never done this before, and I didn't know. I think everyone should because I don't like a lot of women have hair. They've grown out their hair. They have long hair. I didn't know. Like it's kind
Okay.
of a pain.
I am
Like, it
so
is
happy that the
interesting.
one women's issue you decide to raise on this public platform is that sometimes their hair gets in
Hair
their
is
mouth.
A little hard to deal with.
Everyone should have this experience.
Listen, you should try it.
so that we can understand how
You can-
sometimes
you
their
can
hair
grow
gets
this
in their
much.
mouth.
This much will come out down
Just
to here.
one shock of
Yeah,
hair,
Yeah.
like a Blue October guitarist. That would be amazing.
I think I'm in it for this episode now. I'm not getting out, am I? All right.
Dan, UFOs. What are
UFOs. What do I think they are?
Are you
What
gonna
do you
give us
like
a
legit?
straight-
No
a
joke.
straight answer?
Straight
Legit,
answer.
straight answer, no joke. I
Yeah.
desperately hope that they are aliens.
Like
Really?
Yeah.
extraterrestrial, intelligent.
Intelligent.
Sapient?
No, I think that unintelligent aliens accidentally built interstellar
Have you
spacecraft.
seen Signs? Do we need to cut that? Is that a thing we can't say?
No, you can say that.
All right,
That's
all right.
totally fine.
Because
Hey. Pop culture reference. You are very smart. Next generation, dumb aliens, steal technology, grab Geordie LaForge, make him fix it because they have a spaceship, but they don't know how to fly their spaceship.
can I give
Man.
you a more
Was that
blank
Packlets?
What's that? I can't remember what
That
they're
might
called.
be.
Yeah.
look? Is that the Packlets?
I don't know. Packlets are the ones they use all the time on lower decks as the
Yeah,
idiot.
I only know
aliens.
Yeah,
them
and then
because of the
probably is.
memes. I don't
Mhm.
remember the episode.
So you
Okay.
desperately hope they're aliens.
I would love it if they were aliens.
I would love if aliens visited Earth. I do not want these to be aliens because these are jerks. Right?
Well, what are they doing?
What are they doing?
Well, I'm not talking about the like kidnap a cow alien sightings. I'm talking
Even.
about the little blips floating around.
Even that, like, what are you doing? Just land and talk to us, right? Like, you know,
See, I don't think there's aliens on them. I think that they are drone
What?
things that have come to investigate the planet.
Okay.
They're the Curiosity rover from a different civilization.
okay, but when we sent something out into the galaxy, what did we do? We put art and culture and a message and an introduction so that later on it could go through a wormhole and an alien could come to us searching for it.
Well, now we're just on the dark forest thing, though, right?
Yeah,
they don't have any of those things because they know that if you do that, then you get destroyed. That's the
they wouldn't be doing it like this. Like I like you.
Thank you. I like you too.
I, as you, prefer to think and do think that intelligent life is out there, and I would love for it to visit Earth. I think that this has to be half or more mass hallucination and half or more some sort of secret tech by earthly origin that is being used and not explained, because what are the aliens even doing? Like, you send little glowing balls. How many little glowing balls do you need to send to an Air Force pilot before you say, oh, we know what this planet is. Hey, hi, we're the glowing ball things, right? Like, either they can't comprehend us to the level that they don't understand how to interact, and they're so alien that it's impossible to do so, or it's very difficult to do so, or they're enormous jerks who are just playing pranks on us.
They're just the French aliens. Donald, can you please add, hey, hi, we're the glowing ball things to the list of con ribbons that I want?
Yep, I'll make sure that
Thank
is
you.
printed indefinitely.
Right? Like, come on.
No, you're right. I don't know. I don't know how far away they are and how long it takes to travel here, because it may be that every couple of years they just send more probes because there's it's going to take a long time to get here.
So no FTL.
Maybe they
No
do.
FTL. Well, no.
Even FTL is going to take a long time,
I
right?
say no, like sub FTL, and
It
significantly,
depends on
right? Like
how
send up
the
probes.
F is in the FTL.
F are these probes?
They are FTL AF.
Hey, little Donald. Badges.
I will add it to the list.
That's the title of a new Mistborn novel.
See, I think that they're not even secret tech at all. There's no secret tech at all going on. It is mundane tech with either weather fluctuations or blah blah, or the gas bubbles and the this and that. And and that's it.
I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, so I say that you probably can trust some of these reports, and if these reports can be trusted, then some of them were secret tech. Like,
I'd have to read more, I guess. I
right?
enough
Like
of your crazy
Roswell
stuff.
was.
Roswell, the government has admitted they lied about it, and it was actually secret tech.
Yep. Like,
What tech was it then?
It was this big, huge 650-foot-long balloon thing that was supposed to spot Russian bombs.
Oh.
Missiles or something.
and again, since they already lied about it, I can understand those who are like, well, we can't obviously trust this answer either. Though I don't buy into long-term, large-scale conspiracy theories, because I know how hard it is to keep people from leaking magic cards on the internet. And so, but regardless, there have been understandable lies about secret tech, and that's not the only one. So yes, I think secret tech is demonstrably the answer to some of these.
To some of these things.
Yep.
Okay, so
here's the big one for me, though.
Okay.
The fact that, and I am not a UFOologist. I'm not Ancient Aliens guy. I'm not anywhere in between those two, right? I'm not any sort of expert or even hobbyist. But I have read plausible things that talk about how the gray aliens are seen only by a certain group of people in a certain region, America. And in Germany, they see different aliens. And in different parts of the world, I think it just, it becomes part of the mass consciousness. And so your brain summons it when you're having a waking dream or things like that. And I take the boring answer. I don't think any of it is anything.
That is the boring answer. It's probably the true answer, but
I do think aliens exist. I don't think FTL has been broken.
That's depressing.
Right? Like,
Nobody knows how to do it.
Nobody knows how to do it. So
Do you have an answer then to the conundrum of why we can't detect other species?
the Fermi's Paradox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have
Dark Forest is one of the
Oh yeah.
one of the
Solutions.
one of the solutions. So I have it depends on if you approach me religiously or not.
to it. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If you approach it religiously, I mean, the doctrine of our church kind of holds that there's lots of planets with lots of people, and this is part of the experience that we're supposed to have.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, there's guardrails on the experience we're doing.
there's
and-
guardrails on the experience. We come to Earth in order to have a specific experience, living life, and there are guardrails that are like, no, you can't go mess that up. Sorry. God doesn't allow it, which is a really unsatisfying answer, but it is like pretty in line with our doctrine and theology that if you kind of throw that out and you're like, just as a scientist, what do you think it is? I agree with, I think Peter, it's Scar. This was Scar's take on it. I asked
Okay.
Scar. He's like, the amount of time that a species spends using the electromagnetic spectrum is actually very small. Because as you grow more advanced, you use other means of communication and you encrypt. And encryption's job is to make it seem like static, is to hide it not from other aliens, but from each other. And as natural encryptions grow, you've got a 200-year window in a species' evolution during which they're detectable. And until you hit FTL yourself, it's just not worth scanning to find these few backwater places that are doing that, and because most of them are just uninhabited rocks. And he's like, I think that's just the answer. We can't find them because the band is too narrow. They are out there. They haven't found us because, why?
Yeah.
There's just too many barren rocks and too many boring planets full of people who don't know FTL yet.
Well, and that's more or less my answer to it as well. I mean, even if you look at our civilization, we had maybe 100 years of prevalent radio usage.
Yeah.
And, we're already a good 10 years, 15 years past the point where we closed off a bunch of frequencies that we're not supposed to use anymore.
Yeah.
Radio is kind of dying out.
Yep. And Scar again is an encryption expert. And he's like, just makes it seem like static. So if someone's looking for us, even if they were, chances they would find us during that window and not just get static. So I think that's a pretty good answer. I don't think it's any of the nefarious Fermi's Paradox things. Except maybe potentially there's one answer to Fermi's Paradox that basically there's one that says species wipe themselves out. There's another more uplifting one, like species kind of hit a singularity and go beyond, like transcend. And, I would like to think it's that one. If there's
nice.
Like species transcend and then no longer are worried about this mortal plane.
So here we go. Speaking non-religiously,
Yes.
not what you believe, but which of two would you prefer to believe?
Oh dear.
Between
we're empty
we can't
or-
detect anyone because they all kill themselves,
Uh-huh.
or we can't detect anyone because we're the only ones here.
I would
which-
definitely pick that we can't detect them because we're the only ones here.
You'd rather be alone in the universe.
Yeah, that just
be
means we're at the
statistical anomaly.
We're at the front. There will be others that come investigate us eventually. We just happen to be one of the first that evolve into. That's not scary to me. That somebody has to be first. A statistical anomaly, but those a statistical anomaly, but those happen every day, consistently to every one of us.
All three of us are first children.
Yeah.
What about you? Same answer?
As to the
Yeah.
which one's
To
better?
the which
Yeah.
one you'd rather be
Would we rather
alone in the universe
die or
than
have the
every
opportunity-
civilization nukes itself.
Yeah, so I just got done watching the Foundation TV show,
Okay.
which has no aliens of any kind, right?
Yeah.
I guess there are living things on other planets, but they are not.
Sapient.
There's no other sapient creatures of any kind.
Okay.
And I do find that vastly preferable.
Okay.
Like if 20,000 years from now there's 50, 100 planets full of humans, and they may not look. I mean, but if it's that or we all die.
Well,
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
let's put an argument in
we'll go-
favor of we all nuke ourselves. So many fantastic fantasy and science fiction series
Donald.
have come from the Earth nuked itself, and now they're back to the Stone Age, and they get to do cool things. You know, Mad Max. Mad
Yeah.
Max is, wouldn't want to live there,
Canticle of Leibowitz, they nuked themselves twice.
but maybe the entire universe is full of
Mad Max.
Mad Max planes and
geez.
the Wheel of Time plane and Sword of Shanara plane and all of these things that used to be Earth-like
Okay.
and are now.
cycle.
See,
the-
I dig this explanation.
Yeah.
That human civilization is cyclical,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we haven't encountered them, because everyone has to go through their Mad Max period.
Yep. We haven't
Over
hit
and
that yet.
Over and over and over.
Over and over.
That, I'll admit that's better than everyone dying forever, but I'd still rather we just, I don't know, get to be the first. ones out.
Every civilization gets a hard reboot every couple thousand years.
It gets boring, It's like,
They're like, it's time to shake up the cast. Maybe
No.
bring in Scrappy Doo.
And that's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Scrappy
The
Doo.
apocalypse is Scrappy Doo.
It's-
That's the Scrappy Doo theory.
I do think we can all agree on that at least.
Okay.
I want to point out to the listeners that you guys spent time picking a topic before you started, and this was not it.
yeah, but we also,
Yeah.
I want to point out that when we knew you were coming on, I specifically said this might just be a Ben episode of
He
we
did.
get distracted
Said
by
if we don't talk about the thing. Ironically, the thing we were going to talk about is a apocalyptic reset of civilization.
We'll do that
So-
next week.
People think I'm joking, but
No.
I'm not.
It,
I'm
No,
excited.
asking you a question you were unprepared for was way more entertaining than talking about the thing we were supposed to talk about.
Happy to help.
It's
Hey,
my
Ben.
pleasure.
Not really that happy.
if you were going to prevent World War I, what would be the best way for you to go about doing it?
You're allowed 2 science fictional technologies.
I want to know whose writing prompt you stole.
No, I was just trying to come up with a question that you couldn't answer in the 3 minutes we have left on the podcast and that would somehow one-up Dan.
That's perfect. Yeah. So that one, we do need to nuke the moon. That is
The
definitely,
moon.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't, that's so
How
our
many
friend
times?
Eric Stone has a shirt, right? The nuke the moon. And I don't, it's in reference to, what's a reference to? You know what it is, right?
Yes, but he told me, but I forgot.
Okay, good.
What?
It's a
It's a
reference,
reference to
science fiction.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nuke the moon.
Okay.
It's a, oh.
Hey, this is a great time for us to say we used to have a writing group. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
In college, it was Ben and Brandon and me and our friend Nate. And one of the stories that Ben submitted was something you'd written a lot of in high school, I think.
No.
That was the planet was completely covered with a shelf. So there were the poor people down on the surface and then like the city above
Yeah,
on this
No, can
shell.
I explain this?
Shell.
And the
It's-
shell
well,
was
you-
built out of moon because we like took the moon apart to get materials to build the thing.
I
Is
thought,
that right?
That's what I think you said it was.
He might be
I-
remembering more of this than I do.
Okay.
Did you write this in high school? You told me you only wrote these things
No,
for the
it
class.
was for Dave's
Yeah.
class.
Oh,
But
okay.
no,
This
it
was for Dave's class then.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was required to write. He wrote 2 stories for Dave's class.
You always call it the Final Fantasy VII fan fiction, which that wasn't fan fiction. It was just stealing. Like it
Right,
was just
right.
stealing.
I
It
get
was-
that mixed up because
Yeah,
the other
like-
one was straight up Vampire Hunter D fan
Yeah,
fiction.
yeah, that one was.
That
for
one
sure.
was. This
Yeah.
one isn't. It's
This
just.
was just I stole.
This
the
is like
setting
how my
because-
first book was on Arrakis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just theft.
And my first one was Warhammer.
yeah.
So there we go. But I thought that they did that with the moon.
If I can find that story, I'll go.
Okay.
I do not remember, honestly.
Okay.
But-
Well, that's good. Ben, would you like to do our sign off?
Oh, I can't ask myself how it went. What do I do? How's that, capybaras?